Hey everyone, welcome back to where we dive deep into the world of motorcycles reviews and everything two-wheel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss any of our future content. Today we've got something truly special for all you classic bike lovers out there, the 2026 Kawasaki W800. This modern classic is a continuation of Kawasaki's legendary W series, blending retro vibes with modern technology. If you've been waiting for a bike that takes you back to the golden age of motorcycles, but with the reliability of a 21st century machine, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. Before we dive into the specs and features of the 2026 model, let's take a quick look at the history behind the Kawasaki W800. The W series has always been about combining timeless styling with a sense of nostalgia, a tribute to Kawasaki's iconic W1 from the 1960s. The W1 was Kawasaki's first big-bore four-stroke motorcycle, and it made waves in the industry for its smoothness and reliability. Fast forward to the 2010s, and Kawasaki revived the W series with the W800, a bike that captured the charm of the original, but with modern upgrades. The 2026 Kawasaki W800 carries on this legacy, sticking true to its classic roots, while embracing cutting-edge technology to make sure it performs as good as it looks. Now let's look at what makes the 2026 W800 stand out from its predecessors. Let's talk about the heart of the Kawasaki W800, the engine. The 2026 model comes with a 773cc air-cooled parallel twin engine. This is the same engine that powered the 2021 W800, but it's been slightly refined for 2026. Kawasaki has optimized the fuel injection system for smoother throttle response and more efficient fuel consumption. The parallel twin is a smooth, torque-heavy engine that provides just enough grunt for both city commuting and longer rides. One of the standout features of the W800's engine is its nostalgic thumper sound. It's not overly aggressive, but it has that distinctive low-end rumble that makes it clear you're riding something with character. It's not a powerhouse like the modern superbikes, but that's not what this bike is about. It's all about a smooth, linear power delivery that makes the ride feel effortless. When it comes to numbers, the engine produces around 47 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 62 Nm of torque at 4,800 RPM. Now, these numbers might not seem huge, but remember, the W800 is designed for a laid-back, classic riding experience. It's more about the vibe than outright performance, though it will still get you up to highway speeds without breaking a sweat. The engine is mated to a 5-speed gearbox, with a light clutch action for smooth gear shifts. Now, moving on to the chassis and handling of the 2026 Kawasaki W800. The frame is a traditional steel double cradle, designed to deliver a stable and predictable ride. Kawasaki has focused on making the bike handle both urban environments and twisty country roads with equal ease. The handling is definitely one of the bike's highlights. It feels nimble at low speeds, which is perfect for tight city traffic, but at higher speeds, the bike feels planted and confident. In terms of suspension, the W800 uses telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear. This setup offers a good balance between comfort and performance. The suspension soaks up bumps without feeling too soft, yet it's firm enough to offer precise handling. It's a perfect combination for riders looking for a mix of comfort and sportiness. The front suspension has a 41mm diameter, and the rear shock absorbers are adjustable for preload, so you can tweak them based on your load and riding style. The W800 comes equipped with a 320mm disc at the front and a 270mm disc at the rear, paired with dual-channel ABS. Kawasaki has done an excellent job of providing strong, predictable braking power, and the addition of ABS gives you that extra layer of safety, especially in slippery or emergency situations. When it comes to the design, the 2026 Kawasaki W800 stays true to the retro styling that made the original W series so beloved. The teardrop fuel tank, the classic round headlamp, and the curvaceous lines all scream vintage, but Kawasaki has subtly modernized it to give the W800 its own unique flair. The bike comes in a couple of different color options for 2026, including the classic candy brown and metallic ocean blue, both of which showcase a high-quality paint and finish Kawasaki is known for. The attention to detail on the W800 is impressive. Chrome accents, the vintage-inspired analog gauges, and the brushed aluminum exhaust all contribute to its timeless appeal. The exhaust itself is a work of art, beautifully designed and finished, it provides that iconic sound without being too loud or obnoxious. The overall design is undeniably stylish, and you can see why so many riders are drawn to the W800 for its retro-modern aesthetic. One of the key elements of the 2026 model is its comfort. The seat is wide and plush, providing a comfortable perch for long-distance rides, and the ergonomics are perfect for a relaxed riding posture. The handlebars are slightly raised, giving the bike a classic sit-up-and-beg feel, which further enhances the relaxed vibe of the W800. Now let's talk about some of the modern tech that's been integrated into the 2026 Kawasaki W800. While the bike retains its old-school charm, it doesn't skimp on the technology front. One of the most significant updates is the inclusion of a fully digital LCD display in place of traditional analog gauges. This display shows all the essential information, including speed, tachometer, fuel gauge, and trip data, but still keeps the retro-styled analog dial for a more classic feel. The clarity and ease of reading on this display are fantastic, especially during day and night riding. Another notable feature is the introduction of Kawasaki's KTRC, Kawasaki Traction Control. While the W800 is not designed to be an off-road beast, this feature ensures that riders can safely ride in varied conditions, especially in wet or slippery weather. The KTRC system automatically adjusts engine power to prevent wheel spin, keeping things safe and stable. And for the tech-savvy riders, the W800 now comes with Bluetooth connectivity, allowing you to pair your phone for calls, navigation, and music through the Kawasaki Rideology app. It's a nice touch, keeping you connected on the go while maintaining that retro feel. Let's talk about what it's like to ride the 2026 Kawasaki W800. If you're coming from a more modern, aggressive bike, you'll immediately notice the difference in the riding experience. The W800 doesn't demand your attention like a sport bike, but instead it invites you to take things slow and appreciate the ride. The low-end torque is buttery smooth, making it a joy to cruise around at low speeds in the city. You don't have to rev the engine hard to get the performance you need. On the highway, the W800 holds its own with stable handling and a comfortable cruising position. The suspension does a good job of absorbing road imperfections, and the bike feels easy to control, even during longer rides. Of course, the bike is not meant for aggressive cornering or high-speed performance, but for leisurely rides and everyday commuting, it's absolutely fantastic. One thing to note is the sound. Oh, the sound. That parallel twin engine paired with the classic exhaust note gives you a rewarding audio experience. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely the kind of sound that'll turn heads without being obnoxious. Now, let's talk about pricing. The 2026 Kawasaki W800 is priced at around $9,000, and, depending on your region and the model you choose, for a bike of this quality, that price point is very reasonable. You're getting a motorcycle that is well built, incredibly stylish, and a ton of fun to ride. While it's not the cheapest option out there, it offers incredible value for anyone who appreciates the blend of retro styling with modern technology. In this price range, you're competing with bikes like the Triumph Street Twin and the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, both of which also offer a similar retro vibe, but the W800 holds its own with its unique charm and Kawasaki reliability. And there you have it, folks, the 2026 Kawasaki W800. This is a bike that's been refined for modern riders, but stays true to the spirit of the original W series. If you're someone who loves classic motorcycles, enjoys smooth, easy-going rides, and appreciates top-tier craftsmanship, then the W800 might just be the perfect bike for you. This video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more in-depth reviews like this one. Also, drop your thoughts on the 2026 W800 in the comments below. Would you ride one of these? I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, ride safe and keep the rubber side down.